Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in the time of DEVORAH in the seventh attribute entitled Yoshu Virachamenu, that after Tshuva Hashem will have mercy on us. And we spoke about the last time that when a person becomes a real Baal Tshuva, which means that there's someone that was holding by mitzvahs, they were doing the right things, and then they stumbled into sin, and they had an nefila, they fell. And then they did tshuva, they become a Baal Tshuva, they're a master of tshuva, and that person goes even higher than tzaddikim gemorim, even higher than the greatest righteous people of the generation. How does that work? How could a person that was so low suddenly be so much higher than even tzaddikim gemorim? So that's really what he explains today. And according to this, kasher adam yaseh tshuva, when a person does tshuva, when a person returns and repents to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, so the Talmud DEVORAH says the word tshuva is taf, shin, vav, beis, hey. So you can split the word into two. The hainu, that means tashuv, taf, shin, vav, beis, tashuv, return. And then the last letter, hey, which means over here to the letter hey itself, as we pointed out before. The world was created with the letter hey. A person does chait, they sin, they fall out of the bottom. When they do tshuva, they return to the roof of that hay, which is that small opening on the top. Says the Talmud DEVORAH, Dahainu tashuv hay. Tshuva is tashuv, return to the letter hay. El mekoimatu, the original place, which means v'yachse HaKadosh Baruch Hu shchinasai alav. When a person returns to that place, to the hay itself, to that opening that is there waiting for him to do his tshuva, then HaKadosh Baruch Hu returns his shechina and rested upon him. Einoi shav ka'ava rishayna bilvad. He doesn't just return to the sinner who now has done tshuva, like his original ava, like the original love that he had from him in the beginning. Of course, a person was being a tzaddik, a person was behaving the right way, they were doing mitzvahs, learning Torah, guarding their mouths from lashon hara. Of course, Hashem has a tremendous amount of ava, a love for them. But now that the person has done tshuva, and they came to a very high place now in the world of the hay, they didn't come from the bottom, they came from that little opening in the top, and they squeezed their way in there. Ela yoiser v'yoiser, HaKadosh Baruch Hu loves them much, much more. V'hainu, that's what it means. Yoshuv Yerachamenu. After the person does tshuva, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will have great mercy on them. Sheyoisif liYisrael, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will add mercy to the Jewish people. He will rectify and he will bring them even closer. Says the Talmud DEVORAH, this idea that we've been speaking about the last few times, and that is, it's true that a person does a chait, it's a terrible thing. They can fall into the worst of places. They become enraptured in the tumah and the impurity of the world, and they're rachaik, they're far away from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's true, it's a terrible thing. But when a person catches themselves and they decide and they put their mind to it, I'm going to do tshuva, I'm going to return to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's tashuv hey, I'm returning to the hey, which means the letter hey that created the world. The letter hey that has an opening in the bottom that I fell out of, but now I can come back to the top. And I have to push myself upstream to get to that top and squeeze through the opening. How much effort, how much work I put in there, how great I must have become. Says HaKadosh Baruch Hu, when he sees such a person doing that, then Yosef liyisrael v'yisaknem v'yikarvim yoser. He loves that yid, he loves that Jew so much, he's makar of them, he brings them even closer. You make your effort and HaKadosh Baruch Hu will bring you even closer. And that's the love that Hashem has for Baalei Tshuva. The love that He has for those people that made mistakes and recognized the error of their ways and they did tshuva. HaKadosh Baruch Hu loves them. He cares about them. He embraces them. He brings them close. He doesn't let go of them. He loves them even more because He knows where they were. He knows what happened to them. He knows how they fell. He knows where their mind was and their heart was and their taivas were. He knows that. And they were able to abandon all of that to come back to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ein ava ke'ava zu. There's no love like the love that HaKadosh Baruch Hu will show to such a person. They will be brought up to an even higher place than they were before. That's the koyach, that is the power of tshuva. Each and every one of us in our own way has to be involved in the mitzvah of tshuva on a daily basis. And if we do tshuva in the right way and we return to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and we squeeze ourselves back into that opening in the hay, Hashem will shine His countenance and rain His kedusha and His shechina upon us, and He will accept us even on a higher level than we've ever been accepted before. Have a wonderful day.